Hello everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are finally back here in XPlane 11 doing some commercial flying. Of course, we've got Delta as always. Now, this is not just a regular Delta flight. This is not the 737 MAX. I kind of left that one behind because it is getting updated. It's just not 100% there yet. This is the 737 Zibo Mod edition, which I think is a little bit better put together at this point. For my liking, everybody's a little bit different. So yes, we've got our Delta skins on here. Sorry, you're gonna have to bear with me as I drag the mouse. I don't have it on a desk right now. I literally have it on my knee. A very detailed, fantastic looking skin. Of course, we always fly with Delta. We're gonna change that up a little bit, doing some Southwest really quick flights. Big thing about this one, big winner for me, is boom. You can actually see inside the cabin. The windows actually work. I've not put in the new gate system here yet. We are at Bradley International Airport, by the way. And it's kind of funny because I'm talking and I'm kind of planning, and then I realize I haven't picked where we're going yet. So this is going to be an adventure for all of us that I guess we're going to be looking forward to. We'll probably fly down to Atlanta, do a pretty long flight for this one. It'll be obviously cut up for you all. But yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I've learned finally how to, more or less, I'm putting big, huge air quotes around this, fly this plane properly. Let's show you guys some views really quick now that we're back in it. This will be a longer episode than normal because I want to show you guys the more or less startup procedures, the FMC, at least how I'm going to do it. So we're not just jumping into the flight. Later on, we definitely will be doing that. But let's go through our custom views really quick. So we got our outside view. We have this great tablet, which I can take. I didn't know I could move it around that much. How do I put it back, though? Dun 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 dun. Can I put you back? I don't want you free. I didn't know that you could come free. There we go. I didn't know it could come free. I knew that I could lean it up and down. I just didn't know I could take it off. That is handy. I like that a lot. So let's go back to the home page here. I just realized I do not have my headphones on for this computer. I have it on the other one. I was like, why is it so quiet? Give me a second. Literally on the other side of my office here. And see, all you guys can hear is just a really nice, big, loud noise. You can hear the fans on. We'll turn those on. So we're at least going there. Windows were iced up actually when we came in. It's we are in Bradley, as I said, and it's like 28 degrees outside, so that's fun. So let's show you guys a little bit about the piece that comes with the Zibo mod. We've got all these welcome pieces back and forth. You know, welcome from the captain, level off. These are fantastic. The plane will also talk. You'll hear some overlapping of another piece that's installed that I don't know how to get off. So I will be sorry about that until we can figure it out. Start leg, we can at least get some crews in here working. So you can hear them starting to go. Fuel imbalances, I will just do through their normal menu. This is more than enough to actually get down there, so I'm not super worried about it. Checklists and procedures we'll get here in a second. Ground services I already did before we got in because I needed to defog the windows before you guys came in. We won't do that all the time. But we got the GPU set up outside, which actually is functional. We have chocks, which are functional. Batter pushback is already in here. You do need it in Lua. ASU is connected outside. I've already de-iced the plane. I just figured I'd do that. The fuel truck call does not work yet. Yet again, this is a work in progress. I'm going to try to stay on top of it. I've had a lot of fun with this one. So those are our ground. Then you got your customization about your winglets, your hardware, realism, which I think I'm pretty sure I have set from last time. I don't have anything in the AV tab. So I'll still be using a separate computer for that. Save, load, doors, and stuff like that. Everything's open that needs to be. Whoa, 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 what? Oh, I gotta remember how to use this. Oh, okay. I was like, I thought this meant that it was open. I was like, what the hell? Forward entry, we'll open that. I do need to get some sort of groundworks going here. So you can tell I get a little bit louder. Cabin lights, we'll keep them at bright. We will play around with those. It just gives a more immersive experience. I already have the GPS up here, the nav. aligning, which is good. It should actually be done. I think that's why, yeah, it's flashing at me because I got to set everything else up. Let me actually just get this over here. Okay. So we will go through that checklist first. I want to continue to show you guys. Let's move out of the seat. So you do have the door that's able to open and close. The flight attendants will actually close it before they give their whole entire speech. For other views, we've got obviously looking at the main controls. Down here at the throttle and the brakes and the flaps and everything. My FMC. Top panel. Higher view, usually used just for landing. Top panel. And looking at our display here. And that's about it. And until you move into the cabin, which I've set up this one, really cool thing is that these turn on throughout the flight. And you can just kind of sit in any seat that you want. First class actually displays something different. You can see it up there. And it's just adds so much more to the flight. And this lighting does change with whatever I do. Sorry for the choppiness. Yet again, I got the mouse on my leg. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this. Let's get our checklist out here, and I'm just going to start going through. So, I'll turn you on to ground power. Oh, man, I need to turn the screen. Hold on. The screen's set up for iRacing, which we are not doing. And, man, every day I feel like I learn that I need to really start wearing glasses during the day. So, let's see. Don't need to worry about the panel. It's not that dark. We will turn on the seatbelt lights beforehand. Click you over there. Okay, that's fine for now. That's on. We got heat at least going back there. We need to check the emergency equipment as well. Every once in a while, these ones are not responsive. Very strange. Probably missing something. Making sure that's on. It definitely is, but, you know, always make sure. Okay. Make sure everything works. Yep. Alright, let's at least get ourselves into the FMC. Initial position, let's do it. So we are at KBDL. Alright, gate 11. I know that's not super important, at least for our purposes here. There. Let's get to our route. So we are going to go to Atlanta. Whoops. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know that I am. I love to film these. It just sometimes can get hard because they do take in real time. So there's that. Hold on. I need to open up my air nav on both sides. Okay, one for Bradley. Shows you how well I planned, by the way. I didn't even know if I was going to do it, and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to fly for fun, I might as well fly for you guys. Alright. As that comes up, we are going to be on runway 6. 06. There we are. I'm not going to worry about a flight number. There is a real flight, but we're not going to worry about this right now. This just needs to be a proof of concept for me. To make sure that I can show you guys this properly. Actually, it's 10 and 1. I can't remember. We're going to be cruising at, so let's see, 3,400 feet. Execute that. I'm actually going to go here. And we're going to stop those services. And we're going to start letting our passengers on. And before I forget, let's set our cruise. Holy crap. I will take that as a win today. Thank you. It's -2 out. Okay. Cool. We'll go to takeoff. They are going to be at 5. Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm just going to be paranoid now. 144. Come on, you. You've done this before. 144. Correct. Yeah. We'll get the initial heading and everything afterwards. So there's that. Yeah, takeoff speeds are still the same. Departure. I can never actually hear what she says there. Execute. Going here. All right, where are they landing today at Atlanta? Let's see, let's do 27 left. Whoops. I know what I'm doing. 26 left, actually. ILS, 26 left. Here. Yep. Yep. I will use SimBrief next time, just as an FYI. Let's see. Ooh, we got 2 pieces right next to each other. So we're going to get rid of the discontinue. We're going to get rid of that vector. It should be more or less a straight flight down there until we start weaving our way in. I think this one's inland. Yeah. So, yep, 580, 205. That seems set. That's set. You're not blinking at us anymore. Fantastic. Let's start getting the APU set. While we're doing that, our initial altitude is 170 feet. So we'll put it just at 200. And it's about 1,000 at Atlanta, which actually is a little bit higher than I thought. Okay. So that is set. We did not do this one time. It was a fantastic time for everybody involved. Yeah, that was a good time, huh?
Folks from the cockpit would like to welcome you on board. We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside, and we're just waiting to get some of our performance numbers and the clearance from air traffic control, and we should be underway. It's our pleasure having you on board with us today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Should be underway here shortly. Thanks for flying with Delta today.
I love the customized messages so much. Let's see, APU should be ready to go. So we'll switch. Man, my eyes, I'm telling you. What if I gave it a little bit of life? Maybe I'll be able to see it better. Anyway, so we're on APU now, which is great, which means we don't need ground power anymore. We'll just tell them to disconnect it outside. Ground services, you can take away those and those. Let's see, our initial heading is going to be 58. Let's just get that set so that it's, in case anything wonky does happen. There's that. This all looks set. We will get you to RTO. Looks good there. I'm not worried about any of that. We will put in frequencies as needed. You will see me use the checklist and then not. That's kind of the thought on that. There's certain things that I know. There's, just having fun with it. Yes. Everything's been tested. Stall warning did not pass, but it goes back and forth whether it wants to work or not. E-brake is set as well. Checklist complete. Light's been tested. Oxygen has been set and tested. Clock is... We will set you up. Whoops. Not that one. 11:15 this morning. Accurate, by the way. I keep with real-time weather and real-time everything as much as I can. That's set. That's set. Yep. Some of the stuff I did before. Speed brake. Yes. Everything's set where it should be. I wish I could adjust my seat. Seat belts have been adjusted. Those are checked. Overheat panel. These have all been checked. Started as needed. We've already done. Emergency lighting has... Let me make sure people are already on board, so it doesn't quite matter already. Yeah, no, that's good. Windshield wiper is at park. I already tried them on this morning. Get the ice off. Window heat is on. Probe heat is off. Anti-ice is off. Engine anti-ice is off. Hydraulic panel is set. Air conditioning panel is set as well. Cabin pressure panel has been taken care of. Lighting panel is set. Ignition left or right. We will actually do that now. I never usually end up doing that. Ignition will be on the right. This plane has a bad habit if you start left first. Yes, oxygen has been checked. Yep. We will not be doing a complete ILS landing. I'll take over before we actually touch down on the ground. Hopefully. Yes. Yeah. Flight instruments have been checked. Good. Still going. Okay. Weather radar. I don't have the weather mod installed. We might end up doing that, or the terrain one either. So we will see. But that is checked. And before start, flight deck door will have to be closed, and all that other fun stuff. So here's the thing with this mod. I can actually go here. I think. Realism. Yeah, align time is real. Refuel time is real. Tire blown advanced is on. Pause at touchdown is off. Yoke movement. Parking brake is simply... I'm going to test with this, not what I want to do today. So we'll do that. General config is all here. Cold and dark is just the way that I prefer it. Chocks and start off, it is up. Checklist is simple. I know they can go detailed, but... let's see here. So there's that. Just showing you guys what we have for settings here. I did go with the LED, just a little bit better. Nothing super major there. I'm not even going to worry about hardware. Visual effects. All here. Passengers come in and off the plane. They are just, bodies, but... Yeah, by the way, I did not know this when I picked this seat. I know he's supposed to be looking at his wife, but those eyes taking your soul. So, with that aside, let's continue to go through here. Yes. Oh, no, off. I'm not worried about VR. So yeah, just really excited about all of this. Fun thing is we now have to wait because it's real load time, which I haven't timed yet, and I really should. Just gonna check a couple more things up here. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think I figured out how to force it once. Cargo doors are set. Closing front door. Locked in. Okay. Anti-collision's on. Yeah, see how something changes. Gets quiet.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please.
That one.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Delta,
And there it is.
welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible. Allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under this seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bag without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety. I'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
I just want you guys to be able to see those. Everything's locked now because we are all set. We are going to change those to medium.
Stay seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, your tray tables and carry-in items stowed.
I want to listen to that, but we have to get pushing back. So, ground services, take out the chocks, and request pushback, please.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Yep, same as always. Now it's going to sit here.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Of course, we interrupted her speech, her safety speech, so that sucks. Should have just left it. Oh well. Actually, should have had them come up, and then when we were ready, disconnected. We're figuring it out.
Please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
This is beautiful, by the way. Pretty sure it plays it.
Welcome. Thanks for flying with Delta.
There it is.
Our first priority on every flight is safety.
So this is the actual safety video.
I'll be giving a
It's not going to
safety
play video-wise, but the audio's there.
Okay. Be sure I'll carry.
So we'll get that going.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, they're going to be ready to connect. We're going to get everything set up here as needed. Okay, LNAV is set as well. Gear are locked down. That's back into its engaged position. Let's go up here. Let's get you all on. You can hear that safety video going on in the back. Probe heat will turn on when it comes on. That's all there. This is all looking good. Probe heat comes on after engines.
Tow connected and bypass
turn those
pin
on later.
inserted. Release parking brake.
All right. Parking brake has been disconnected,
Starting pushback.
Well, not
and you
disconnected.
may start engines.
but you know what I mean. Okay, engine coming on. Ah, stupid. Engine not coming on. There we are. Now engine coming on. I always seem to forget that step. Obviously, the engine won't start with that, so hear that roaring to life. Man, those sounds just sound so good. And 25.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards
Freaky
and lighted
still.
information signs located throughout the cabin. In addition
Wow,
to
pretty empty flight going to Atlanta. Alright, that has been set. That can go to ground now. We'll let that climb 25. realized I don't have my rudders in a good spot. Oh, that's gonna come back to bite me. Okay. I'll have to move those before takeoff. Electrics are there. We'll wait until that clicks over. Any collisions on, that's fine. Everything else except air. There we go, that's clicked back in. Continuous, continuous.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Turn that to Gen 1. Everything seems to be set here. Let's set that parking brake one more time.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
That's all set there. Warnings are cleared. Door is shut and locked. I'm moving my rudders now. My rudder pedals. There, that's in a little less horrible of a spot as I drop my mouse on the ground. It's going well. It's going well. Eventually I want to get a flight rig, but, you know, we got to see. Disconnect hand signals will be on the left. All right. Let's take a look outside. It's just come to life. Take that as a win. Let's pop back in here. Yeah, those are already set. Pushback is already set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
For taxi, set. Alright, I know I haven't set flap levels yet, but it starts an announcement, so I don't want to do that yet. We'll have takeoff ready here as well. Everything is looking real good so far. Alright, we got the all set from them. And here we go. For those of you who don't know what Bradley looks like, we're heading down to 06 down there on the bottom left where that red arrow. This is where I always fly out of. Boston's just too much of a pain. Beautiful runways. I just saw a jet take off on 11, which is the opposite side. What to do? Because I don't want to come head on with somebody. All right, we're gonna switch to a 24. I mean, why did I say 11? What airport's 11? Must fly somewhere enough where it's in my head. Yeah, we'll take her all the way down to 11, I guess. Yeah, so this plane also maneuvers a lot better on the ground. Brake-wise, steering-wise, just feels a lot better. They've done some amazing work here and only had 2 issues, really. And I'm not going to say what they are because I want to see if we end up having them in our little series here. Alright, long trek all the way down there. Wish I had more commentary, but right now I'm so focused on hoping that this goes well. That's really it. I want you guys to enjoy this, and I really hope that it's going to go well. That's what we got at this point. And the format, we haven't filmed one of these in, oh god, it has to be over a year. Little jumper runway. I said 2 runways, it technically has 3. It's this itty bitty one here. Never even really think about it. I know it's there, but it just never crosses my mind. Alright, we're going to be switching to runway 24, which should be fine. We got no weight, so we'll just get up, we'll get everything hooked up and ready to go. I don't need to use the extra space, this should be fine. By the way, never claimed to be a hobby, never claimed to be a pilot, definitely just a hobby ever since Flight Simulator X, but really learning how to fly the plane and what all the knobs and buttons do, I learned here in XPlane. Alright, so we are here. Turn those on. Taxi light can come off. This is going to go up to there. Everything seems set. Let me make sure here. Strobe light is on. Other lights as needed. That's set. Fixed landing lights are on. We'll get there. Alright, set the flaps now. This is going to be the other message. You can ignore that.
For your attention. And now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available. So if you would like to monitor the air traffic system, just tune your radio.
Making sure that we're all set. Just checking that top panel one last time.
We'll give you a little more information.
That's the last piece that we were looking for.
As soon as we are in the air.
I'll turn on our clock now. Put that here. My feet are not in a good spot for the rudders at all. Hope it's not a windy day. Let's go with that. Alright, we're actually going to park ourselves out here so I can readjust some stuff before we take off. So we're going to line up and wait. Okay, let me do some readjusting here. All right, so we are there, we are here. Brake is off. You know, you're gonna beep at me. Weird little problem that this thing has. Let's climb speed.
80 knots. D1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive rate. Gears up. Gonna start that right banking.
400.
400 feet. Okay. All right. Autopilot's got it now. That can come off. No. Yeah, do you guys see what it's doing? Because I do. Execute. How much is that going to screw up? Ah, crap, because I didn't hit that mark. Good times. We're avoiding a bird. That's what we'll say. Like I said, it was going to take me a little while to get back into this. Wasn't good at it to begin with. Let's start with that. Alrighty. I should have done this. Didn't even think about it. That should have been here. For those you who were wondering, it turns it green. You can't really see during the daytime, but it's there. Alright, after a semi-successful takeoff, let's look over here. Checklist. Takeoff is set. That's set. VNAV is set as well. Cool. Climbing cruise, we will take care of that as we go. And then we'll get ready for everything for arrival. But right now, we just sit back and relax and climb. $7,000. It's not till leveling off anyway, so that's good. Everything else is sitting stable, just looking nice. Can I interact with you? No. None of the fuses either. For future, I guess. Feels really good to be back in, I'm gonna be honest. I love flying. I really do. Would have been a pilot, to be honest. I don't think I could have handled it, though. It's a lot of pressure. 10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed the altitude of 10,000 feet. All electronic devices may now be switched off from airplane mode. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. Please see a flight attendant for more information.
Watching that wing bounce up and down just ever so slightly. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and welcome back to our SkyMom members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as our fresh eats items can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap with your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Awesome. Sorry, I need you guys to be able to hear these for the first time. I think they're really cool, and they're actually different from plane to plane, which is just awesome. We're going to be hitting our transition altitude here in about 300 feet. I'm going to keep you guys live until we finally get ourselves up there. This would be a good game to live stream if I had an audience. Smaller flights, though. A little bit of turbulence, so we'll definitely keep those on. Going up to 34 today. Transition altitude set. Landing light should have come off a while ago. Oops. That's on me. Everything else seems... Ooh. What the hell was I thinking with this? I put the altitude of Atlanta. Ah, man, I am just a mess. Ella, please don't put your head on my keyboard. I love you to bits, but you can't do that. Everybody will die, even though I definitely almost killed everybody. Holy crap. Whoops. Whoops. That's all that I can say. It's just whoops. I'm really mad about that now. Check everything else. I double checked everything too. We'll see if that screws everything else up, and we're doing this again. Excuse you? Auto fail. Yeah, we're gonna have issues, aren't we? Because that's climbing. Damn it, I didn't even think about it. I've never been trained for the manual before. Okay, well, we're getting it down, but Jesus, I didn't even think about that. Sorry, everybody. Let's see if we can get auto to kick back in now. Jesus. A little bit of an uncomfy ride back there. Oh. Now you're going to start to climb again, aren't you? Yep. All right, over to manual. Hey, at least we're at least somewhat problem solving. We'll open it to here, and then we'll just keep an eye on that. Trying to make it a comfortable flight. Oh my god. I'm so mad. I'm just so mad at this point. So we have to play around with this because, you know, cabin altitude needs to be not that high. So I wonder. This needs to be 1,000. Let's close it to half. Let's give that a little while to figure that out. Yeah, insufficient fuel, my butt. You always say that. Down to a quarter. Yeah, because that won't change. Because it thinks that's where we are. Well, if we go all the way out. I'm amazed in the amount of detail in this, by the way. All right, 29 of our 34 climb. Just gonna deal with this for right now. Let's put it at a quarter. See if that holds, and we'll figure out landing as we get closer to landing. Fun. We can never not have a moment, can we? I knew I should have done one more test flight before I had you guys come with me. 15 minutes into the flight and the heads almost explode. Fantastic. Pretty. Just so pretty. What about you? We all gonna die again? As of right now, you seem to have stopped creeping. You're still set there, so we're gonna have to kind of ignore this for now and kind of see what it's gonna do. I'd be talking to the flight attendants right now to let us know if anybody's getting any uncomfortable pressure. So we'll go up to a quarter now. I said quarter here, that's definitely just initial. That just can't take over. Just want to see what it can do.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. Still climbing. Let's just put you at half now and see what you do to reset. Let's just get that pressure down a little bit. We get these 40 miles out. We seem to be coming up to our climb. Let's check how's turbulence up here. Looks like a little bump every once in a while, but looking out the window, do have some clouds. I can't tell if that's actually a thunderstorm or if it's just glitching cloud. I'm gonna say glitching texture. Just gotta keep an eye out for turbulence and whatnot. Go peek out here. Nothing to say yet, that's fine. We'll go here. Pop in.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
You'll find details of our duty free in the magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. At this time, we are only taking credit cards for our duty-free sales. Just to note also, we do ask that for the safety and security of the flight, that you use the lavatories in your ticketed cabin, and for security purposes congregating near the cockpit or lavatories is prohibited. We ask that you buckle your seatbelt on the outermost garment, whether that be a blanket or jacket. This is for your safety, and also so we don't have to awaken you if the seatbelt sign comes on, to see if you are buckled up. Our programming will begin in about 10 minutes. You'll find a full listing of all audio and video programming in the magazine in the pocket in front of you. We do invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Oh, this is the other weird built-in one.
If there is anything we can do to make you more comfortable, or to help you in any way, don't hesitate
This
to
whole
call
little
us.
spiel that they're gonna do. Okay, well, we got a long way to go. Just still so disappointed that I missed that, and now I'm gonna have to keep just watching it all flight. me close you a little bit, and we'll just see. Yeah, a little bit right there. We're gonna have to see and just really play with it as we start to descend. But at this point, we are cruising. Everything looks safe and fine. I'll accept that, obviously. Got a feeling we are gonna be running into a little bit of turbulence here and there, but other than that, it should be a fantastic flight. So you guys sit back and relax with us, and I know. Speed brake shouldn't be armed. There we are. I'm gonna work on it. It is slowly starting to descend. Is Otto actually going to finally be able to take over now? Because that'd be real nice. Okay, that is slowly going down. Let's see, let's put tip to tip. That's starting to climb. All right, well, this is going to be some stuff that we're going to have to play with, but it won't be your problem for right now. If we have any more major disasters as I continue to attempt to fix this issue that I have created for the next 3 hours, mind you, we'll have you guys pop in, but other than that, we'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, we are back, and we are going to see, we're about, what? About 80 miles from our top of descent, when we're going to start getting ourselves lowered into Atlanta. So, time for us to do a little prep work to get ready for that. So, usually you'd put this at your go-round height. I'm not going to this time around. Because reasons. It's been really finicky with me whether it actually drop all the way. So, you know, there's that. Let's see, we're doing 26 left. I just need to get some paperwork up here for ILS. For 26 left, which I believe is this one. Alright, 26 left. We've got a couple things to put in here. We've got a course setting of 275. Okay. And our frequency is 108.7. So we'll come on over here. Zoom ourselves in. 108.7. 108.7 is set there. Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum. Double check everything. Everything looks fine. We should get that relatively fine. Gonna make sure we're really watching the brakes on this one. But everything is looking dandy. Still got a little bit of turbulence that we've been hitting right now, so the seatbelt sign is on for everybody. We've given them an announcement, but you know, we've still got a little whiles to go, so we'll check in right before top of descent so you guys can see us bring her home. Alrighty, so we are getting up here for our turn. I need to get all my supplies here. I've completely wrapped everything around itself. Let's us see, after this turn, how much further? Yeah, we still got a little while. But I definitely want to be able to be present for this beautiful turnage. Let's see, everything's there. Hi, sweetheart. Ella came in to say hi. By the way, I can't remember if I kept the video in or not. We did figure this out.
it finally did come back to auto, and it held. So what that means, I don't know. Oh, weather is updating. I'm getting frame drops here. There we go. Back to normal. So we've been up in the air 2 hours and 20 minutes. That wing is definitely doing a little bit of bouncing out there. Oh, I hate this. Hate this so much because I want to stay focused on the plane. The plane itself is struggling. Never get over that shot. Damn it, stop doing that. Making sure everything else looks fine. And we're going to be just on wing tanks here in a little bit. Still got 600 pounds. Well, now 590. So keep an eye on that. We'll turn off the pumps before they 100% run dry. There's all that. Actually double checking this time. I can't believe it. The first time I decided to jump back in and make a video for you guys, it completely just falls apart. So I think while we're getting ready for this, first I need to figure out where did I put my phone. I haven't really left this spot. Huh. That's really weird. I haven't left. There it is. Okay, I put it underneath my leg in case it vibrated, so that I could feel it. So I need to talk to you guys about something while we're letting autopilot do its thing here. So I'm filming this on December 18th at 1:55. Why did I say 12:55? That's actually really interesting. Did I? No, I don't think I screwed up that much. I was setting up the time. I have no idea. Well, it's 1:55, and I've said in videos before that I kind of got put on a probation last year for my job. I went through a fit of depression. That kind of came out of nowhere in December. So between December and probably around April, my work kind of suffered, my creativity. Regardless of what I said about it, it just it fell short. Ended up having a meeting with my supervisor and the dean of faculty at my school, and they said that I'd be on a kind of a probation, and that if I couldn't kind of bring myself up to another level, I wouldn't be able to continue working there, which hurts a lot. Well, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have a meeting to learn my fate. If I don't get my contract, I will lose my house, my horse, kind of my life. I'll accept Danielle and you guys. I'm hiding this in here, not making a separate video, just because if you make it this far, I salute you guys and thank you. So that's kind of where I stand. Is I don't know if I'm gonna have a job. I'd still have to teach until May, which would really suck because I know Ella came to comfort me. I would still teach until May, taking that really big finishing turn. So I had it. Still gonna give commentary on what we're doing. We lose everything and we have to start again. That includes planning for a baby. I'm a worrier through and through. Regardless of how much I picked up my production this year, I did let one thing slip. I don't think it's the biggest of deals, but it all depends on how they view it. So I'm home right now, not at work. I'm panicked. My heart's pounding, and it's only 2 o'clock. I have until 10 a.m. tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping. I haven't been eating. I've been kind of just sitting in this world of panic right now because I don't know what to do. And there's nothing I can do. So, I've come to that acceptance, but it doesn't make it any easier. So you guys are the first to know. And you might be the only ones to know. Because what I plan to do is tomorrow, if I hear bad news, I'm going to contemplate it, but I might make a video on the future. And be just very careful what I say in it. Hi, Ella. She's trying so hard. So, that's where my life is right now. If I don't get my contract, I might make a video. And probably won't have videos for a while as I try to figure out what the heck I'm going to do next with my life. But if I do get my contract, besides thanking every single star and every god that I could possibly think of, and after I finish some Christmas decorations, because it is a week before Christmas as of today, if I get that good news, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube tomorrow. So, if it was good, there was a stream. If it was bad, there's going to be a video. If I get enough time, I'm going to post this video tomorrow, which is the day that it should be happening. Talking about it doesn't help. Crying about it doesn't help either. I just hope that they've seen the work that I've done, and the hard work that I've done, and the things I've done to fix the mistakes that I made. But I don't know. All I know is that I love my family, my friends, Yannick and Garrett. I love Danielle, my dogs, my horses, Julie. I would like to thank everybody at my school for making it happen. Let's give a little drag here. It's this world of uncertainty, and I guess I just felt like I had to talk about it. I'm trying to keep my head up, keep my head positive, but it's so hard when it's your life. And especially when it's not in your hands. So that's what's going on. You guys will know as soon as I do. But thank you for being here. And thank you for giving me another little purpose in life. Thank you. Okay. Now that my sob story's over for a little bit, we've got one more piece before we start our top descent. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold it together for this video. And I'm also making videos so that I can keep my mind off of everything. Sinuses. Alright, we should be getting to the top of the descent right now, which means we're going to start our drop. Which means we need to get our message ready. And we're also going to need some speed brake to help with that. Sinuses are not helping being upset. Hello, Georgia. Look, way warmer than home. Alright, we have started our top of descent.
afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for our arrival, please.
Okay, while they're doing that really quick. Made it.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
All right. You heard it there first, folks. We're making our descent. Dropping pretty fast too, if you think about it, but you know, we're not gonna hit that 17 mark. I highly doubt. As long as we hit the final one, that's all. Let's see, everything. Should probably look look at my checklist and actually see if we're actually ready. Let's see. Descent. Yes. 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 Done. Oh, one thing that we didn't do. Hold on. Nope. Definitely wrong button. This one. That's our goal. 136. Actually, let's leave it there. So that we kind of can remember that. Release a little bit of that speed brake. You know what? We're actually going to hit that 17. So that's good. That's going to make me feel a lot better about this entry. Excuse me. Hey guys, did you know that it's 2:05? I don't know why that says it differently. Why does it say only 1:05? We had the time right when we started, right? Or am I just completely losing it? Oh well. We know how long we've been up in the air. Let's get a little bit drag in there once again. So yeah, sorry to open up on you guys, and I'm praying for the best, but I didn't want to go out like online and make a big huge deal about it. The people who need to know, and you guys need to know now, because it's less than 24 hours away. And there's a lot at stake here. And it kills me. An uncertain future. Let's see, a little bit more brake there. I think we're going to come up just short of that 17. Hopefully we can get down there. Yeah, we're going to be at 23 and change. 23 and a half. Shuck badarn. We got enough time to get ourselves down to the appropriate one. Checking that. That all looks fine. Using a lot of speed brake just to help slow us down. How long until that turn? Let's see, they want us at 13, which is 10 from now. Oh, we got a little while. Man, that all looks really complicated. We'll put that at a 20. As we get closer, we'll turn it down to a 10. Wish this plane was dropping just a little bit faster, but... Checking anything. I'm checking all of our charts to make sure that we're going to be okay. I need 7,000 more feet in 10 miles. Seeing as that's adjusting, I'm going to trust that the plane knows what it's doing. Those are some famous last words. Okay, yes, yes. Actually. A little bit of chance to actually slow down. Forgot I wasn't even thinking about, you know, I can actually control the plane and get to these markers that I need to get to. Didn't even think about it. I want to get down to where we need to be, because we're pretty far from it, considering. Checking everything that the plane wants to do. Use a little bit of flaps to get us down where we needed to go. You know, I've been so used to XPlane 11 by now that I'm really sad when I have to move over to, what's the word? What's the name? What's the name of that new game? Not new. God damn, what is it? Flight Simulator. Why the heck was that so hard? Microsoft Flight Simulator. We were just talking about it a little while ago. That shouldn't have been that difficult. Yeah. I'm going to be sad moving over there until somebody gets like a rig like this set up, unless they have it all this detailed. We will buy it and we're going to try it out. But I heard that the ground is so detailed that you could probably find your house. And to tell you what, that sounds awesome for what we do. 2,000 more feet in about 10 miles. That 13's still a goal. We got 1,300 feet left to go in 5 miles, which should be fine. I'm going to take that drag off a little bit. Let that get readjusted. Oh yeah, we were fine with fuel. More on the wings than anything. Alright, 13,000 feet is coming up. That's not Atlanta. That much I know. Man, we are just getting some breezes that are just throwing us back and forth. We are almost at 13 as we hit that mark, which means we are exactly where we want to be. That's fantastic. Looking over here, everything looks good. We've got a couple more maneuvers to get ourselves through. There's going to be our first decel right there. So we're going to actually be cruising at 13 for now. We got a top of descent coming up once we get around this bend. Still going to keep ourselves at 250 knots. Can't remember where it actually wants us to be at this point. 240. We'll keep it at, you know, we'll let the plane do what it do. Educational words, reads by yours truly. Okay. Alright, sorry for going quiet. Just had a couple texts that I actually had to get myself taken care of. So we're at 13 still, 250, keeping solid. We're still going to go here, and then up and then down. And this is where we go and hold. Where kind of want to practice a go around or see what people have done for a go around. Because we haven't had to do it before. But I definitely feel like something we should know. I was like, don't tell me something's freaking blinking up there. Don't need that in my life. Did you finally figure your crap out? Yes, you did. My God. I'm telling you, can't not have some excitement on this channel. Don't forget. Hi, I'm Zach. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, and this is going to be a disaster. Gonna keep that as our motto here. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And there she is, everybody. Airport is in sight off the nose. So we're gonna get in here. Looking more to get to that top of descent and start working with our braking needs to get us down to the speed and altitude we need to be to eventually turn on approach and come in for a nice buttery smooth landing. Get ourselves through the second to last turn, because I'm pretty sure it's just a... Yeah, actually, no. Bank, turn. At least we got enough of a run up. Let's get ourselves... Yeah, we'll do them by 10s at this point. Yeah, 10s are fine. Coming up to top of descent here, still at 13. Seatbelt signs have been on anyway, so not worried about clicking those back on. We will get landing lights, of course. I don't like you. I think it's actually the same on every flight. Now I don't remember. I haven't flown somebody else yet. It's a lie, actually. I flew Southwest, but I don't think I cared enough to pay attention. I just played it enough to see. To see if it was differently named. Alright, there's our 10. As we start a somewhat slow descent. Down, we'll watch that speed brake as we need to. Alright, speed brake it is. Let's fly that in there. 11.7, everything's looking good still. Tell you what, it took me months to kind of figure out exactly how to fly this. You guys remember when I first got into XPlane, flying that little Cessna around? And then we started doing the two-propped plane around. That was a fun time. We were trying to get down to Florida, never did. We're going to hit that first decel point here in a moment. And we'll see if it's enough to get our slow down here. I was going to hit 10,000, probably about the same time. Actually, that makes sense. 10,000 is when we would decel. So let's see how well that matches up. Alright, hit that decel point, which is only bringing us down to 240. So, yes, we're fine. Gonna be going yet again down. We've got this point here and then turning. Then we've got one more top of descent at 4,000 feet. Come on, get to 10. Get to 10. Get to 10. There we are. 10,000 feet. Flop those bad boys on. We're already turned on our taxi. That's good. Everything else is looking okay. We're gonna put this to 2. Want to make sure that we actually stop. Everything else is looking good until I can get right around here. We'll turn on approach and we'll see how long it takes the plane to kind of capture before going in. Get that flywheel going there. Trim wheel, I should say. Release that brake so that we can actually get ourselves back up to 240.
Not above. Not above. Keep it at a 1500. That's all looking good there. We're just going to make sure to turn on APU when we actually get there. Let's get into the PA system. When we do a preparing to land, that's when we get final clearance. We'll make sure we put that in there. But we're going to be coming up to another decel point here in a moment. Sorry, talking fast now. It's kind of a habit when I start feeling the pressure. And just trying to keep a smile on my face. Alright, you're going to cut this turn in early. We've got plenty of room to be able to make that as a sweeping. Let's see what it wants us to do. Okay, let's add a little bit of air brake there. We'll put it probably about half and see if that can be enough to bring us down. Everything else is still looking dandy. Everything's going off Gen 1. We got plenty of fuel in the tanks. Yep, kicking that turn sideways as we hit the next decel point. Right about there. Let the aircraft do what it needs to do. Man, this is a sharp bank. Like, I swear, usually it was, you know, I haven't touched anything from the factory, so just seems steep to me. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's normal. I'm just gonna let the plane do what it do. This next move we dropped down to 200, so yet again we're still fine. Just feels a little fast to me, but trust the machinery, trust the plane. Or you're just going to line yourself up with the next one. That's fine. That makes sense. Just don't mess with my flight, that's all. Alright, already getting down. Let's start dropping that down there. Airport's 100% in sight now. We've got the air brakes out. Speed brake. Why the hell did I call it an air brake? He's driving a truck, apparently. We should be able to intercept that at, I think it's at 5,000. So it looks like, but we need to get down to 4. Little bit of flaps to help us get slowed down to 2 here. Coming in a little hotter than I want. 218, 217, 16, 15. Flaps in, rely on speed brake. Speed brake probably would have been able to do it, but you know me, being paranoid. Literally my life. Alright, we're holding that 5. I want to get right here. Or at least somewhat lined up with it. You know what? Let's actually put on approach now. We might be able to grab it. Yeah, it's definitely already got it. Speed brake's off. We're holding at 5. Well, actually, we're descending now, but I'm going to trust it for now.
Lieutenant, please prepare the cab for arrival.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 2. We are captured. Flaps 5. Okay. Let's get all of our crap set up here to be ready. And gonna drop the throttle. That's my own throttle, don't worry about it. It's my throttle next to me, I gotta drop it there. Yep, since we are captured, we will drop. Flaps 15. Okay. Let's keep it right here on this view. I'm going to put my keyboard off to the side. Keep the mouse on my lap. Hate doing this. I feel like I'm not prepared. 25.
2500.
And let's drop her more. Drop those all the way to 30. Which will help when we get there. Get that armed, even though I don't think it's going to deploy like normal. $136 is our hope here. Alrighty. Everything's looking good. I hope. Everything should be looking good. Let's go with that. Last thing we'll have to do is take it off of autopilot when I feel necessary, and because I'm being super cautious, we will see on that. First off, how's this view look? Oh, that's so pretty. Alright, cool. Gonna let the plane still take care of itself. I trust it, because I have to. Let's see, everything still seems fine.
1000.
1,000.
feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Fantastic. Gonna wait until we get just a smidge closer. I need more practice on the glide slope, and this video is not where I want to do it. So, there is that. Oh boy. Feeling the pressure of that first landing in God knows how long. So, there's that. Thank you guys for being here for this reintroduction to the series. It means a lot. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have too. 2,600 is exactly where Graham's on. We've already done that. We are about 700 feet, 12 from there. All right, let's get ready to take control of the plane. Wish this wasn't so far away, but
400. 300.
a little low. Get up.
200.
Watch it all.
100.
Little up, little up.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse thrusters are out. Speed brakes there. A little to the right. That's because my feet aren't on the rudders because they're just not in a good spot whatsoever.
80 knots.
80 knots. Welcome everybody to Atlanta.
Ladies
I
and
should have done the
gentlemen,
next exit, but that's okay.
welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, we ask you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any belongings. Also, please use caution when opening the overhead lockers.
I don't like this one. This
as
is the
items
auto
may
one
have
that I said
shifted during the
would probably
flight.
show up.
Thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day. Flight attendants disarm doors.
But I can't get back there for you guys to hear it, so sorry about that. Let's get that APU started, please. I was gonna say, am I still in the taxiway?
Especially your flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us.
Flaps are now fully retracted. Everything's there. Waiting for the APU before we 100% close her off. And we get to the gate. What's the master caution on for? Oh, probably because I've got multiple power sources running. That's fine. We're going to be parked over here because we're only going to be taking a quick jaunt next time down to MCO, down in Florida. Sorry, I had to move my microphone there. I knew, you know, I forgot lights. Oh, and you. Okay, APU is functional. Let's get ourselves parked into this gate. A little sloppy here at D25. Oh, very sloppy. That's all me. I need a much better setup than what we're attempting to do here. That'll do. Back on the inside here. There goes that. We will take that off. We'll just take everything off at this point. Flip that over here. Let's get on over here. We can terminate that. That's fine. Turn off what we had when we came in, which means actually now, and I'm thinking about it, hook those bad boys up, please and thank you. Keep the window heat on for now as we get everybody all set. There's that for ground power. APU can come off. Keep the AC on for everybody as they deboard the flight itself. Yeah, and overall, we're here. Awesome. Could have been better. Could have been worse, and that's what I'll say. You know, I had a really good setup when I was watching my ranch owner's home a couple weeks ago during Thanksgiving. Let's get some replays in here. All right, well, there you have it, everybody. From beginning to end, our very first flight back here in American, an XPlane 11 with Delta. Total flight time, probably about 2 hours, 2:40. I think it was about the time we finally finished up. Could go back, check the clock, but I'm not going to. Very tired now. Sorry, been an emotional day and sharing that with you guys. So, I really thank you guys for being here for this one. Thank you for listening to me rant. Let me know if you're excited to see XPlane back on the channel as much as I am, and we'll start doing some shorter flights next time. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, do let us know down in the comments down below. We do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Always love to be able to hear from you guys, and thank you for any support that you may or may not have to help with, or if you choose to help with here in the future. Hi, Husky Doodles. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to show support, a subscribe is always appreciated. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one. So very much. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.